Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I am going to show you a very beginner, very easy polymer clay cane that you can make. And this is not anything spectacular. Before I go on, I'm going to let you guys know I have really bad hand issues, arthritis. I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have fibro. And my hands, are not as strong and great as they used to be. So, but I love clay. So I thought, let me just show you a very basic, easy cane. You guys write me all the time about polymer clay. And actually, some of my most viewed videos are the polymer. So, just going to show you very quickly. Nothing, like I said, spectacular. So, I just have 3 colors here we're going to do. I'm going to do blue, turquoise, white, and pink. Move that there. And I'm going to start with my white. I like to start light to dark, because if I would start with the blue or the pink or even black or whatever, what happens is this gets on my work surface. And when that happens, and then I go put a lighter color or white, it picks up all of that. Tips. Real quick tips. You want to have a spray bottle of water around. Any kind you can get them at the dollar store, or if maybe you have like, I use my Febreze empty containers. I use empty body spray, whatever, but rinse them out. You want that. It makes it easier. I have baby wipes. You can get those at the dollar store. This is all stuff you can get at the dollar store. I do have a Sculpey knife. This is a blade refill. My other one is up at the table where I'm working, but you want to buy, it comes with like handles and stuff, or you can make your own with your polymer clay, and I've done that on a video, and you can use that. I have a roller. Any type of roller will do, but let me tell you, I have used bottles. You can use whatever you have. Don't get too, worried. And what you're going to want to do, it's nice to have a pasta machine if you have a pasta machine. If you don't, and I don't right now, I am just going to show you. I take my rolly. I call it a roly-poly. And I just rock it back and forth. Very easy. And then I'll take it off. And some will be crumbly. This is actually Fimo. And if you have problems with your hands, and you can see this is crumbly, and it's because it doesn't have as, I want to say as much fat, but I don't know if fat's the word, but it doesn't have as much like oils or something in it that makes it easier to condition. My favorite clay to work with, due to my hands, if I don't have my pasta machine available, is Sculpey Souffle. I love Sculpey Souffle. It's a new one that they have out. I mean, it's been out maybe a few years, but it's very simple to work with. You can make beads, and that's what I've been doing upstairs, is making beads and stuff. Pendants, and I'm making Emily a bracelet, and like that kind of stuff with. I think it's a lot. I don't know. You can really stretch your imagination and make things that you can't buy at the store. More one-of-a-kind things. Color combos that I like that other, just different things. It's not the biggest deal. Now this, like I said, really needs worked. And I'm going to roll it real thin. This is how I do it. And you can see it rolls out. It's not that hard. But then I fold it back on itself. And when it starts to not break like this, I know it's you can also warm it up. You can sit on it, as long as it's in some sort of plastic. I stick it, in places that's warm under my armpits, so to say, around that area. If it's in plastic, just to warm it up, because those are warm areas on. See how this is getting a little bit of a cast on it? Now, if that was black or whatever, every time I go to put down a color, I just really want to warm this up. It would pick it up, and I'll show you with the white. But let me tell you, baby wipes are phenomenal to use because now these, oh, it's softening up. I can feel it. These don't have alcohol in them, which a lot of them don't anymore. Now, I think if you buy from the dollar store, they might, because, you know, they're like a little bit of a cheaper, they're not like a brand name. So you can get those, but I'm going to show you what I did in a minute. It helps take off your hands. Even those without the alcohol helps. But if you need a little more, so you can see now it's starting to get very pliable. And I'm doing this real time because I want you guys to see how long it can take. Because sometimes, and look, I know a lot of people speed through and a lot of people do voiceovers, and I do them, and I see nothing wrong with them. But sometimes people don't realize how long it can actually be. So I'm doing this so you can see, especially beginning. You don't have a pasta machine, like I said, you can do it this way. It's not the end of the world, but you can see she's getting there. She's warming up. That's what you want, is really warmed up. Like I should have sat on it before. Now, clay is so versatile and so much fun because, you know, if you're starting out, let's say you have a stencil, like a big, I'll show you. Come on, sis, let's warm it up. All right, let's see how we go. Okay. Just a little tear, not a big deal. Look though, it's folding, no crumbles. It's the way I like it. Here we go. We'll just put this aside for a minute. I am going to roll it now. And as I roll it, it'll pick up any little maybe pieces that I have. And I like showing real time because if you are, and I know a lot of people are not like me, but there are a lot of people like me, if that makes sense, who are on medication, who are ill, who might have some sort of brain fog due to an illness or medicine. And it, you know, it could be hard to try to, so I can't watch certain people paint. I can't learn from them. It's not because I don't like them or they're not good painters. I would love to. My brain just cannot pick up what they're putting down. But look at this. I mean, that's it. What was it? 4 minutes of me starting that after I talked? And, you know, you just sit there and put on your favorite video or your favorite song and do it. Let's do it. All right, so now I'll do pink next. These are the souffles, and I'm going to show you. Watch this. These are not preconditioned today. They were preconditioned at probably yesterday or the day before. I hear the puppy running up and down the steps. Okay, but look at this. See? So it was only the Fimo or Primo that has, Sculpey 3 is fantastic as well, that could give you, you know, it's a little bit longer to do. But I mean, look, that took no time. And these are cold sitting here because I'm downstairs now, so. But see that? And then I'll just put that away over there. I do love a Pokey Tool. And you can see, it could be a needle, you know, like a sewing needle or whatever you have. But I do enjoy me a Pokey Tool. I like to poke holes. I like to do things with a Pokey Tool. Okay, and I'm just rolling. This is an old cutting board. I think it's from IKEA. But, you know, geez, oh Peach, you can get a, you don't have to have a silicone if, you know, to spend the money. Go to the dollar store and get a cutting board from there. It could be hard plastic or whatever. They have non-stick sheets. You can go buy parchment paper. You know, something that you're not going to ruin anything with. And that won't stick necessarily to. And this is wood, so, or some kind of wood. I have a non-stick I use, you know, like upstairs. I have silicone mats upstairs, or over here that I use for resin and all the things. Okay, so I think you're getting it here. Okay, so this is going to be very simple, but effective. So I'm going to put it like this. and kind of line them up so they're even, but I see that these are too long. So all I'm going to do, and I do this so I don't contaminate these so I can use them for something else, is I will cut them. You can use a X-Acto knife, butter knife to cut. Don't get like hung up on things, right? And I can roll these out and put them next to it if I want. Maybe it won't be as long, and it doesn't matter because let's roll it. Give us another color, another one. They don't have another white, but I love pink. I love fuchsia, magenta. So we'll do it like that. Okay. And then I'll cut these. And watch what I do. I'm going to take them and I'm going to turn them. So it was like this. So I'm just going to turn it so then the blue becomes on the other side. And I'm going to lay it on the side that I cut because that's going to be the most even. Okay? So you see what I did? Very simple. Now I'm going to take my knife again, my blade, not knife. I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to take this, which is the cut side, and lay it here. Okay, now that pink's kind of hanging off. I'll just take it off and lay it on top opposite. Here's the pink, I'll put it there. Okay, and now what you're getting is this. Okay. And then maybe what I'll do now, oh, you know what else we can do? Let's do this. I'm going to roll this out. We can wrap it in this maybe. Now I'm getting like too into it. But if we were going to keep it like this, no big deal. We would start lightly, ever so lightly rolling it so it kind of becomes a circle. Okay? See how it's like a circle? And that's all right. We're gonna still do that, but I'm gonna roll this out a little bit. And just pretend like it's dough or a pie crust or something. Or clay, whatever you want. I'm just gonna get this pretty thin. I'm gonna lift this up and just put this over here. But look, I left this blue cast here. Some of the colors are very, you know. So I will get my baby wipe. Give everything a nice wipe. Bada boom, and she done, and it's off. And you could save this, you know, for another, maybe I'd do something, but okay. So now we have this, and I'm going to cut it again. I'm going to cut it in half. So now we have this. So I'm going to put these together. Now I'm going to leave the white so it goes like that. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you want the blue to go there. Do you know what I mean? So you can do it whatever. I'll leave it like that. And then I'm going to just lightly squeeze it. I can't squeeze hard because of my hands. It's all right. Lightly squeeze it. Lightly squeeze them together. And then roll it. Get this into a circle the best that you can. And it will. Just lightly roll it. Okay. You can see it looks mushed. It's all right. Don't worry. Now, I'm going to take this. And I'm going to put this in the middle. Roll it in this. Let's see if it's big enough. Come on, sis. Oh, I'm going to take it. Oh, she's sticky today. I'm going to roll it a little bit more. And where the water comes in, which I should have done, is so it doesn't stick. You could spray that in any mold that you're using. It won't hurt anything. It just helps it not stick. So if you're like, let's say you have a mold and you're sticking the clay in, that's what she said. And then you, you know, you want it to come out. So you use that. You can go buy stuff that works as well, but I'm all about like, look, let's play. Let's not worry too much and let's not spend a lot of money. Because these are like, You can get these on sale sometimes, 3 for $5. But if you just go pick 3 colors, whatever colors you want, you could play and do a lot, because this is just a part of the clay, you know, that comes in a thing like this, so it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna set this here. I'm gonna roll it. Okay, so that will fit. So now what I'm gonna do is kind of just cut off some ends here. You know, I'm not straight. Nothing ever goes straight. Bye-bye. Cut off these ends. One. Just put it aside because we don't want to necessarily junk it up, because we can use it just as a plain blue or whatever we want. And then a little bit here. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just, I think I'm gonna need a new blade soon because I've been using this like crazy. Okay, so good. That should be good. Now I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna pull this up like this. I'm gonna roll it, roll it, roll it, and you can see it. Jeez, I cut that off and it's not working. This happens all the time, real time. That's why I'm doing it. So I'm just gonna thin it out that way. Give it a little bit more this way, that way, that way. Okay. Start here. Just roll it like you're, you know, lift that up. You can use your knife if you want to scrape it up. It doesn't matter to me. And now I'm going to roll it. And you want to roll it to the other side. And now if I go like this, right? And then I lift it back up, I can see where that line is, kind of where it stops. So let's see if I hit it right. Yep, perfect. See that? Okay. Now I have all this overhang. So what I do, so I don't contaminate that, and I have all this left, is I will just kind of saw it through. If you get a little bit of the color on it, you just pull it off, you know, if you get a little pink. But now look, I got all this now. This can make a beautiful bead. It could do whatever it wants. And this I'll just leave because I will eventually cut that off, but right now I'm not gonna futz with it too much. Okay, so now let's roll it and see what happens. Here's some water here, just so I'm gonna roll it in there so it doesn't stick. And what this is gonna do as well, I'm doing it on the harder surface for now, because it's gonna help that blue seal up, stick to the clay, and look already, it's going down. This is how I like to do it. I like to start here, roll it out. Start here, roll it out. Start here, roll it out. Okay, and you can see it's going, 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 going. All right. Okay. Can you see? Nothing. No seam. You don't even know where it started, right? Good. Okay, so here's where you start having your fun. I'm going to cut off these ends because they're going to be no good for me. I would suggest, and I can't do it because I'm downstairs. Keep meaning to bring an ice pack with me. I'll just cut these ends off. I would suggest you go put this in your freezer right now, because before I go to cut it, when I go to cut this, it's going to mush. I don't want to mix these. It's going to mush. And when it mushes, the things aren't going to be as clean or precise. Now, let me give you a suggestion. The next time, or maybe you want to do it this time, I didn't bring enough clay, so I couldn't do it. You can take black, white, blue, whatever color you want. Roll it out like we did. Before we put all these colors together, roll them in the blue. So then it makes them each a separate cane, like a separate roll. Do you know what I mean? Then put them together. So like you can see the individual rolls and that kind of stuff. I did not do that because I did not bring enough clay with me. However, that's a way you can definitely do it. Just telling you in case you want to know. So I'm going to cut this in half. I turn it because I really don't want to mush it, but it might mush. Not too bad. Okay. So, you see how we have like this design inside? It might not be the most beautiful design in the world. It doesn't matter. Use the clay that you have, pick colors that you want, but can you see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. I'm going to take this. Oh, I'm not going to throw that one. I'm going to cut this one in half. Just cut it so. Okay, and you can see when you smush it, it just doesn't give you the same. So I'm going to roll it in my fingers.
I don't know that. By the way,
oh my God.
I can learn your voice to improve your
My Alexa just went off.
Would you like to try?
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to roll it. Okay, Alexa off. Thank you. I'm so sorry. This is Kelly's world. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to roll it now. In my hands, you can do it on the table, whatever way you want to do it. And what you get, and this is going to give you an idea of what I'm talking about in a second. So I'm rolling it, you see? I'm rolling it thin. And as I roll it, watch, like this, my hands go out. So it's like pulling it out without necessarily mushing everything. Okay, and then once in a while you'll have like a little ploop in the middle that's a little thick. I'll just take a finger or two and roll it. Okay, you see? And you can see as I roll this out, this gets a little thicker until I get down there and then roll this out and then it thins it out. So pay attention to that stuff. Nothing is ruined. All right, so now I will take this. I will cut that end off and cut that end off. And these are just extra little pieces. And what I will do now is I will cut this into, let's see, 1, we'll do them all even, 2, okay, 4. So I'll do, stack them like this. And you see, you're getting this. They're wrapped in blue and you have all those colors and we're making it like funfetti, right? And I can put another piece in there in the middle if I wanted to, but I'm just going to stick with the 4 right now. And then I'm going to lightly roll it. Very easy. I'm using just the palm of my hand to get it together. And then my fingers again, just rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. And watch what we can do. I know this is a little long video, but there's so much. I could just sit here and show you so much. And I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Actually, I did a clay video, and one of the ladies, bless her heart, she's I guess a polymer clay lady. Like, I know she's been in magazines and stuff. Left me a comment and said, hey, if you want me to teach you how to do clay, I have classes. I'm like, girl, I am crippled and disabled and just have a will to create. That's all my goal is. This gives everybody a basic, whether you're starting out or not, a basis of where to start and just some fun things you can do with just a few colors, because we all can't go and spend $100 on clay to start. This is very simple, you know, ideas. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut them a little bit smaller. So I can get, we'll do like this, we'll do half, half, half. Okay, and then I'll just give it a push. Now look how small it's getting, right? Look at that. Just lay it on here again. And the same here. And it's a little oval because of the way I was rolling it, but just give it a little push. Okay, and then I'll just give it like a push here to kind of flatten them together a little bit. And then I'm going to set that aside for a second. I'm going to take this again. I'm going to roll her out real quick. I'm almost done, I promise. Now, what would be cool, and I don't have any down here. I only brought basic. Would be like if we had like a pink or white or black or whatever to go around this. Do I have? I don't think this would be big enough. Let me see. I do have something similar I wanted to show you. That is what I did to show you, like, see how cool that looks? And she's thick right now, and I didn't even roll her out yet. But maybe what I'll do is cut this end off. And, I mean, I don't know why I did this. Can you see it? So that is what a result of different colors. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll it in this white and wrap that. Do like this. Just add some extra clay. I'll start here. I'll just roll this up on the side. Come on, baby. You can do it. Anybody know what that's from? Okay. I'm gonna roll it, It's sticking because it's getting hot down here, and I didn't put water down. So I just take my knife and we're just gonna go with it because, like I said, I don't want you to have to be stuck here with me all day. Ain't nobody need that. She's a little messy, but she gonna do it. Alright, let me just squirt a little water there. Alright, so now I'm gonna roll it. So this gets combined. Kind of tie-dyed looking, isn't it? That's pretty cool. See, like the things you find and the things you do? Now I'll probably take that and roll it like that so I get some tie-dye. It's just, like I said, it's just playing. And, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this out real quick and then let's see if it does what I want it to do. It's just fun to me because you never know what's coming out. You know, I'm not using the mold. I'm just playing. And you can see it's just all the way around. Look how cool that looks. That is so tie-dyed. Okay. I like it. But she's sticky. Okay. Wet it a little bit. So take this. Always put it in the freezer. But look how cute. Okay. Now we can roll these again thin and put them on top of each other and make another one if we want. I can roll these out a little longer. I can go on and on and on. But what I'm going to do, my end's falling apart here because it wasn't conditioned that great. And you want to make sure like you're feeling it, that there's no bubbles in there, because that's the worst when you go to bake and there could be a bubble. But let me show you. Let's see if I can get it a good cut for you to see, because, you know, I just want to show you the different. So this is, you can make a bead from this. It depends on how thick you cut it. You know, you could put your hole through there and then this becomes your bead, or, you know, through it, whatever way you want. But this would be a bead. All right, and that's how it looks all the way down, which is pretty cool. It's very cool. I mean, you know, and then you do your thing. Love it. Okay, so that's that. And if it's a little, you know, not as circle as you wanted, or you wanted a different shape, I like squares for some reason, but, you know, you just go in and you kind of just fuss with it a little bit and you're good. But remember, we have this size where we didn't do anything with it yet. So I'm going to cut this. Ugh, there's so many things. So many things. But look. Let me see if I can get this little square to show you. Come on, baby. Yeah, there you go. But look at the difference with the same colors. Right? This could be like, you know, like you could cut that a little bit thinner and you could put a thing through it and it could be earrings or whatever you want. But it's just great that it's so many different ways that you can do it. We also can take this, roll it a little bit thinner, take these, cut them in 2 more sections, and then we could put it around this. Come on. And you can keep it going around and around and around, and you can make a flower. So, I mean, you know, just so many things to do. I could roll this. Oh, I could play. Anyway, I'm not going to continue doing it. I'll do it off camera. But that's what I wanted to show you. It's just a lot of fun. You get so many looks you can do. And just a few colors. You know, you can get black. Well, you have to be careful with black because I had a problem upstairs where I used black. I love black, but for some reason, she took over. And when I baked it, it was dark. And so I'm like, I'm going to stay away from that unless I wrap it in black. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't want to make a cane black. Like, if I would have done a black in here, it might have went too dark. I don't know. You know, so I just want to show you. So remember, you want to spray bottle. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I got this from the dollar store, I believe, and I have my alcohol in it. So when I'm painting and I want a little bit of alcohol ink look, or even for here to clean up, you just give it a little spray, you're good. No big deal. I think the funnest or more fun or most fun or whatever word I want to say thing to do is just play, because I think that's with your ATCs, your art journal, painting, drawing, just play. And you don't have to record it and make a fool of yourself in front of everybody like me, but you know, it's fun and you learn so much. Like I said, I got this really cool tie-dyed look that I love. Now the more I blend it, it's turning a little light shade of purple, which I'm not mad at, but this is just really to show you something. I'm just thinning them out to show you as fast as I can here. We got 4. Okay. And then I roll it back this way. And then I roll it back this way. Okay, so then I can cut half, basically. And let's just put these on here. Come on. And that's not a circle, so I just go in and make a circle with my fingers through all of it. You will be taking an extra minute than me. And then we're creating a new bead. So I will very lightly, I need to spray it with water. I think the lights are making it a little warm. So I'm just going to do this like I've been doing, very lightly at first to get everything together. Then I'll turn it and do like this. I don't want to see any lines necessarily. And you see how that's all blended. And then I will take my knife, cut it. I keep cutting this gosh darn nail. And then what happens is we get a different look. Let me just push this in here. Give it a little, whatever you want, whether you want it a circle or whatever. And you just get a different look. Could be square. Almost looks like it's knitted. You could take a crystal and put it in the middle. I mean, you could, oh gosh, I could just go on hours. Anyway, this is what I would just wanted to show you, a few colors and just play. And if you have a few colors at home, maybe you bought and you're like, get them out, play. You know, that's the fun thing. Now this is just scrap clay I have sitting here. And I'm going to push this down a little bit. And you can use your roller if you want. See, I didn't roll that right there real good, but I just want to show you something. You'll do it a little bit better. I'm pushing it the wrong way, but that's okay. Then you take this and you have a, come on sis, work with me. It's sticking to my fingers and ripping. You have like a piece of scrap clay, because we all have scrap clay, and then you put it on here and you push it around. You know, whatever part you really dig. We all have like usually a part that we like, yeah. And then you can roll it a little bit light in your hands. And then it becomes connected to the ball. I should have made it a little bit flatter, but I think you see what I'm saying. And now we have a seamless ball. But now you can push down, like find like, oh, I love this area. Oh, let's see. This area is cool. Kind of like it here. It's like on the corner. I'm going to just push it with my finger. And now I have both sides, one side to pick from. I like this one. I can form it into the shape. I could put it into a mold. Maybe I have a, I don't, but maybe I have a mold, you know what I mean, that I want to use or something like that. I think this is going to be too big and I don't want to ruin it. And, you know, you put your little hole in with your Pokey Tool. Just do it straight. And you have a pendant. Maybe you want to make a heart or whatever, and then you can string it. You can make it go like, you know, have shape to it like this. You can now do marks in it, bake it, and then make it antiqued. All this stuff, all this stuff. Okay, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that this helped some of you. If it did, please let me know down below, because I never know if my stuff helps you or, you know, am I just doing this for myself? But yeah, I love doing this stuff, and there's so much to learn with clay. I did an angel doll years ago that I had shown once. Oh God, it's just endless. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Let me know how you guys are doing, and, you know, are we out of the woods with this COVID? Did you get your vaccination? I know this was a split thing on my channel, so let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.